I said I'd be willing to bet it's more than definitely a FET type amplifier. I got the service manual on DVD. I'll have to look at it.
Yeah, and I think all the big amps, like the Elecraft KPA 1500, that uses FET. What do they call that? There's the LD, the acronym that they use for these high power FET assemblies. They're using these RF amps. None of that existed back in my day, but they seem to be very popular, and everybody is using them. There's an amp that comes out of Italy, there's Elecraft on the West Coast. Yeah, I don't remember the nomenclature for them and what it stands for, but they seem to be a very common piece. Everybody's pretty much doing the same thing. And also, for power stability, you can always, and Pentec does this, which is pretty nice. You can always close the loop, and you can vary the gain of the stage based on the sampled RF output. So you can get that output to stay within 1/4 of a watt with a feedback loop around it. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was planning on having some sort of a mechanism like that to basically just peak envelope detect the output, which is just going to be a continuous carrier, and then make that's basically just ALC.
Yep. And it's really good on the Pentec. It's better on the Pentec than anything. I don't have it. I never looked at it on the 890 or 590 because I've never used that transceiver. But it is. I'm just amazed going from band to band to band to band, and the materials changing of the ferrites and all that, and but with their loop in there, it's like 104 watts, not 103, not 105, from 160 through 10 meters. Go ahead.
Yep. So that's ideally what I'm going to do. Have a little bit of negative feedback around it. And I think there's a QST article. Some guy over in the West actually designed an amplifier similarly to how I'm looking to do. And I think all I really have to do is take a look at his design technique, and then go from there and kind of tweak it a little bit and add the feedback, add basically so I'll probably have like a preamplifier stage to take the I guess it'll probably be 1 or 2 volts peak to peak to get up to, I think 10 volts peak to peak is about 250 milliwatts of drive. I calculated. I think I saw that in the specs to get out to 20 watts. I also have to take some power measurements of the Yaesu here and see how much drive it's taking to provide me with various different grid currents. So then I can just set the pot for the output power and forget it. I won't ever have to tweak it, and then I can really be remote control. So it's going to be an 809850 DDS VFO with a probably a 2N3904 buffer driver, and then a maybe like a tip 31 or something to get me up to 250 milliwatts. And that'll just drive a push-pull. It's going to be a push-pull amplifier, I think. A push-pull gate drive transformer, and then the that's one thing I'm not certain of. How do you match the impedance of the gate when it's purely imaginary?
Well, it's only voltage swing, So generally, FETs are like 0 to 12 volts.